Hi Libras, this is your weekly for May 5th through 11th. Welcome back if you've been here before, if you watched my videos before, and welcome if you're new, if you've never seen me. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get into it. At the beginning of the week, the new moon is in Taurus. By the end of the week, we have our first quarter with the moon in Leo. Mercury is in Aries, Venus is in Aries, Jupiter is in retrograde in Sagittarius. Mars is in Gemini, Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn, Pluto's in retrograde. Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn. Uranus is in Taurus, and Neptune is in Pisces. This is extremely introspective times and periods for us. I've been seeing a lot of transformation and synchronicities and luck in these readings. So let's just see what comes up for you, Libras. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign Libras. If you don't know how to check your placement, I have a video on my page showing you how to do that. It's also linked in the description below, as well as my Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. So if you want to connect with me, you can do that. Let's pull Isis Oracle first. 2 more shuffles. What are the messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Excuse me. Divine Destiny. Path of the Divine Warrior. Okay, maybe you're being divinely guided. Let's see what the book says. These are solar plexus healing meditation. Well, I thought it was frequencies, but music playing for anyone who's interested. Okay, Divine Destiny, page 39. The Divine Warrior guides you to your divine destiny. The Divine Warrior energy exists within men and women as an inner propulsion to continue with a worthy path even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be more of wisdom, focus, intelligence, and surrender into the divine. The warrior within has a great inner resourcefulness and determination. This part of you will lead you to spiritual success. Yes, love it, love it. So it's like pushing through, and your higher self is giving you the power to push through certain circumstances and situations in life. Let's move that out of the way. Let's get some divine energy for you. I just saw forgive and forget and reassess, and I felt the need to mention that. Somebody probably needs to see that or hear that. Forgive and forget and reassess. Correct your mistakes. It's about seeking within and correcting your mistakes, you know, righting your wrongs, but also not beating yourself up about it. Just being honest with yourself and correcting behaviors that don't benefit you, simply put. Let's get some romance angels guidance for you, Libras. Okay. The bottom of the deck says seek hidden treasures, about seeking beneath the surface. So digging a little deeper. And I think you're gonna have to be like really honest with yourself, and don't just like look at the surface of things. Like dig deep and truly ask yourself questions and be honest with the answers you give yourself as you correct those mistakes. And that's the only way you can truly correct your mistakes. You may just be making excuses for yourself. Okay. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. There's some type of imbalance that's not allowing this relationship to flow, or love yourself first. It could be lack of self-love. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive at the bottom of the deck. I feel inclined to read from the book about unrequited love. Where is my book? Because there's something in here that I want to mention that There's some type of missing component that you can both sense in your relationship if you're dealing with someone. There's some type of missing component, some type of imbalance. It's like a cat and mouse chase. It's like one person's chasing and one person's retreating, and then flip-flop. So I feel like I get the sense of a very childish game. And I feel like for a lot of you, Libra, it's coming from you. You're trying to like psych yourself out and pretend like you don't do certain shit. Oh, this book fell. I'm not gonna grab that right now. I gotta pull another Romance Angels card. One more for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. And if that's not you, Libra, it's the person you're dealing with. But be honest with yourself. Don't be like, oh yeah, that's not me. Okay, yes, him. You know? Alright, that's the one. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah. I feel like it's a game. How it says the cat and mouse chase. I feel like you probably really want to be with this person, and you have everything in your ability to correct your mistakes and to create the balance that it's lacking, but somebody's not making the effort that needs to be made. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I feel like you playing with like, it's like Russian roulette with love, you know? That's how I feel. Like you playing a game and you think that I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think, to be honest. Let's see what comes up in your reading. We're going to look at pyramid spread. Clear my energy, please, universe. We're going to look at you, any people or situations you're dealing with, two different ones, and your advice on how to deal with both. Sometimes it's two different situations. Sometimes it's talking about the same situation. Sometimes it's a person. Sometimes it's a situation. Just apply it where it fits. Don't try to make anything fit. Check your moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs too. If this don't apply, or if you want extra insight or clarity. One more shuffle for Libras. Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign Libras. Yeah. You're scared to work on something with somebody. You're scared to build, and you're scared to, this is the Three of Pentacles is about partnership, working on something, building skills, partnership, working together with someone, apprenticeship, working towards self-improvement, gaining skills that benefit you long term, things of that nature. And the Moon card is about fear around a decision. Those two cards just popped out at the bottom, and I was like, okay, look at them. Pisces energy, Cancer energy with the Moon card, Mars and Capricorn with the Pentacles. I'm gonna just set that to the side. That's why I just got this, all of a sudden, before doing y'all's energy, I just got this heavy energy around me. Like, maybe you feel mentally drained by something. Like, I all of a sudden feel drained. Like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I feel this resistance. Yes. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this energy y'all are in. I don't like it. It's kind of distracting. And I feel like it's unnecessary. I don't know what you're afraid of. Some deep emotions, some concealed changes with that Moon card. One more shuffle for Libras. Let's go ahead and lay a spread. Overall energy is options. Maybe there's an influx of emotions. Maybe your emotions are all over the place. Maybe you have a lot of options. Maybe you have a lot of illusions or distractions. Maybe you are having wishful thinking, or the Seven of Cups is also about making emotional choices, but I feel like you are not making any choices, let alone like thinking with your heart. You're not thinking at all. Well, I don't want to say you're not thinking at all, but I feel like you're just being really stubborn, maybe ignoring emotions. It's also saying wait and see, and I think you're just waiting, trying to see what's gonna happen if you don't do anything. It's also about stepping back before your enthusiasm goes into overdrive, but also being discerning. But I feel like you're using that as an excuse to be lazy, whether you are doing it consciously or subconsciously. I feel like it's like putting it off, like, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to leave that right there because I'm kind of scared to work on this right now. I don't know. So, that's fine, because you may have some mistakes that you need to correct anyway. Okay. Whew. So, the Knight of Cups, I feel like there's some type of, you want to offer love. There's some type of romantic proposal that you want to make, but you're not doing it. Or maybe you have. Maybe there's an apology you want to offer, some type of romantic gesture, or clear my energy, please, universe. Help me stay connected with the collective of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Maybe there's some type of romantic gesture you want to make, or apology, or offer of love. This is Aquarius and Pisces energy with this card. It's about romance and a proposal. You could be feeling like a hopeless romantic. You could be feeling really dreamy. You could like be in your feelings. You could be feeling emotional. Male or female. You could be feeling creative. You could be wanting to draw in love, or it's about love drawing in, drawing someone near, or drawing love near, or someone coming. This is you. Yeah, this is you. Okay. One person or situation involves the Ten of Swords. I mean, the Ten of Wands. A burden. You're burdened by something. This energy that I feel feels like a burden. This is something that is, but I feel like it's something that if you just give it, if you make the effort and work through this shit, you'll be done with it before you know it. You know, it'll be over. It'll pass over. But it's a burden right now because you don't want to deal with it, or something like that. It's about hard work, ambition, vitality, being a workaholic, feeling overwhelmed. Though you're feeling overwhelmed by something. Either this is a person who feels burdened. This is probably you feeling burdened, but this situation, I think, also has you feeling burdened. Yeah, Nine of Swords, hella anxiety. Oh shit, hella fear, keeping you up at night. Hella fears with the Moon card and the Nine of Swords. Sheesh, that's why this energy is so heavy. Oppression. Both of these cards talk about oppression. You feel oppressed by something. Ooh, and this is your advice column. Despair, trapped by your fears. You have to let this go. This fear, 10, 9. You have to let this fear go. Okay, and then I don't even really want to move on from this. I'm gonna have to come back to clarify this. No. Let me just do it now. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please, universe. I'm using my new soul cards deck. They're linked below if you'd like to see them. They're gonna be a little bit difficult to see on camera, I'm not gonna lie, but they're beautiful. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please. One more. Four of Wands. Queen of Swords. So Four of Wands is about rest, harmony, alignment. I feel like you're trying to get your thoughts aligned. You are Libra, so you're an air sign. So I feel like you're thinking about this in a very mental, logical way. I feel like you are ignoring your emotions. And that's why it's such a burden, because this is you, emotional as fuck, ignoring your emotions, having all of these emotions and ignoring them, feeling burdened by them, being stressed, having anxiety. So I feel like this is you trying to balance your thoughts with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords coming out. because the Queen of Swords is responsible and intelligent. She makes smart choices. She knows what she wants and how to get it. Sarcastic, even sharp-minded. And then the Four of Wands is about not celebrating. Yes, celebrating, but like establishing yourself. I feel like you're trying to establish your mental thoughts and align your mental thoughts. Mental thoughts, same thing. Mental energy, your thoughts. Maybe you're trying to. I don't understand. I need one more. I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to rest your thoughts. You're trying to, okay, you're trying to, this is you, okay, this is you, like, laying your responsibility to make this decision to rest. This is you resting with not making this decision, basically. Yeah. That's the situation. Clarify the Nine of Swords. That's what's happening. Clarify the Nine of Swords, please, universe. For your advice. Because this is giving you anxiety as long as you don't want to deal with it. Page of Cups. I'm supposed to be taking advice from Starman Tarot deck. Page of Cups. Now, the pages come right before the Knights. So I feel like this is you having new emotions, and I feel like this is you needing to put your mental anxiety to rest, and just focus on your emotions. Explore these emotions. I feel like they may be new emotions, or you could be feeling imaginative or dreamy or like a hopeless romantic. I feel like you need to focus on your emotions. I don't want to say ignore your thoughts, but there's not a, I don't feel like there's a balance here. There's a resistance. So I feel like you need to allow some compassion into yourself as well. Be more loving with yourself. I'm going to take the secondary advice at the end. I'm going to take secondary advice at the end. Let's move on to this over here, because this over here is kind of stressing me out. Okay, so the person or situation you're dealing with over here, Four of Pentacles, Capricorn, Sun and Capricorn energy with the Four of Pentacles. It's about responsible savings and investments, inheritance, family gain, stability, acquiring stability, order and structure. Also, I get a sense of stubbornness, like holding on very tightly to something, whether it's beneficial or not. It's just like being attachment. That's what I get. There's some attachment. This could be a person that you're dealing with, or this could be you. Your advice on how to deal with this is to detach. Neptune, Pisces energy, detachment, suspension, sacrifice, letting go, detach. Well, that was plain. The likely outcome, union, mentorship. Let's look at the Hierophant a little closer, because I'm like, huh? Taurus energy. Progression. I feel like spiritual progression. Yeah. I feel like once you get out of your own way, you will progress spiritually. Because your intuitions are, your intuition and your emotions are more connected than your mental energy. Your mental energy and your ego, for me, in my opinion, are more connected. So I feel like there's going to be some higher learning, feel like there's going to be like a spiritual breakthrough. Also meditation. You could be seeking guidance from like a mentor. Let's get some secondary or some clarification on the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles real quick. Clarify the Knight of Cups, universe. One more for the Knight of Cups. The Magician. You have the power to manifest whatever you want. With the Magician here. It's like you can... I don't know what the fear is about, but you have the power to manifest whatever you want. Basically. Aquarius energy. I believe Uranus rules Aquarius. Yeah. It's about beginnings, journeys, trust, hope, optimism, faith. Taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. New opportunities, new beginnings. And the Knights are all about, you know, I feel like inside you're ready, but you're resisting it. Emotionally, you are ready to make your offer, to make your proposal, but you're resisting it. And you have the power to manifest whatever it is you want, but you're driving yourself crazy by refusing to make a decision. Whoo, child. Didn't listen to your intuition come up in your last reading? Am I driven or am I driven? It did. Clarify the Four of Pentacles for Libras. Y'all be stressing me out. I just want what's best for you, that's all. One more for Four of Pentacles for Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The Lovers just showed itself. This could deal with the relationship you have with yourself. Two of Pentacles. Sheesh. Juggling is what I get. Jupiter and Capricorn energy. Both of these represent Capricorn. This is double Capricorn energy. You may be dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn in your chart. Flippy flappy. Goddamn Libra. But there's an imbalance with this. I feel like there's juggling. So it's like imbalance. One is higher. It's like maybe at one point your emotions are taking over, then your thoughts are taking over. It's like and that's where this fucking anxiety is coming from. Then you got the Page of Cups right here, ready to explore, but your mind is just like, no, I'm not ready. This fear around this partnership or coming together with someone. Maybe it's marriage. Maybe you're gonna get married or you want to get married and you're not ready, or you're scared or something like that. I don't know. Two of Pentacles is also about financial balance, but also Pentacles for me is, yes, finances, material things, money, but also things like time, effort, energy, loyalty, stability, structure. This is about decisions. You're needing to make a decision about whatever this is that you're holding on to, whatever it is that you're attached to. Clarify the outcome. Clarify the Hierophant, please. Two. The Emperor and the Ten of Wands. Power, authority, structure. And the Ten of Wands is about again, the Ten of Wands twice. Okay, but I get a different vibe from this Ten of Wands. The hard work. Yeah. I feel like once you spiritually ascend, you can deal with this. It becomes from a burden, from being something you feel oppressed by, to something that you feel more empowered by. Like, the Emperors take on responsibility with ease. So I feel like it's going to be more looked at as like a responsibility that you're willing to take on more head on in the end once you spiritually ascend. Let's get some secondary advice. We got the Ten of Wands twice though. I feel like it's just the same situation. Your perspective is just changing if you grow, you know. Let's get some secondary advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter based on this spread. Look. 2 9s. Another 9. 2 10s. Alright. So with this spread over here, with this, whatever this is burdening you that you're refusing to make a decision about. Your advice here, there needs to be a balance. Temperance. There needs to be a balance between the heart and the mind. Because your emotions, I feel like, are not overflowing or boiling over, but I feel like your emotions, you are adding to, how can I say this? You're complicating your own emotions by ignoring them and pretending like they don't exist. It's like making your emotions even deeper and even more complicated because you're pretending like they don't exist. And then they fester, and then they just, it's like it's growing bacteria and it's just spreading in an unhealthy way. That sounds weird. I'm sorry. I'm not really good at analogies. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Hey, we all have our talents, right? Let's look at Temperance a little closer from the Star Material deck. Seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary. Exquisite balance, a period of rebirth. Slow down and view the world with fresh, magical perspective. Trust your intuition. I don't know how many times y'all need to hear me tell you to listen to your intuition until you start listening to your intuition. Then we have Nine of Cups. Some more emotional energy because you are so emotional right now. I'm emotional. I don't know the rest of the words to that song, but I'm thinking of it. Who is that? Carl Thomas? Yeah. That's old school. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Anyway, Nine of Cups. Declare your intention. Listen. Figure out what you want. Declare your intention. Attract good fortune. Celebration free of guilt and regret. I don't know. I feel like you're scared to follow your heart. Like you feel guilty about it. Some of you. Like feel like you don't deserve it. And that's why you're beating yourself up. Honey, we all deserve love. And you have so much love. I feel like you have so much love to give. And you are just torturing yourself by holding yourself back. That's driving me crazy. It really is driving me crazy. So you need to balance your emotions. State your intentions. Declare your intentions. And don't feel guilty about it. Pay attention to your emotions. All right, so this spread over here with whatever it is you need to make a decision about detaching from, whatever it is that you're attached to or holding on to. It could be outdated values, habits, things of that nature. Something you need to let go and detach from and let the universe take over with. We have the Five of Wands. Competitive nature, locked in a battle of wits. Keep a rigid structure. Test your ideas out. Nine of Swords. We got the Nine of Swords twice. Two. Icky. And both of your advice. Investigate your psychological turmoil. Question your fears. Understand where it comes from. Nightmares and illusions. Nightmares. Illusions. Listen, it's all in your freaking head. None of this exists, but you will manifest it if you keep dwelling on it. You have the power to manifest whatever it is that you want. So that's why you need to be clear and declare your intentions, and don't feel guilty about it. Once you say what you want, you put it out into the universe. Let it go. Detach from it and allow the universe to provide it to you. Don't have anxiety about it. Don't stress yourself out about it. Know you are not alone in this feeling. Listen, we all are in this together. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're competing with yourself. You're having internal conflicts, but you need to detach from it and let the universe work in your favor. I feel like let me get one more for advice from the Soul Cards deck. On this side. One more for advice for Libras. Clarify the Hangman. Clarify the advice on this right side for Libras. Let's see. Let me just pick a card. The Hierophant. The Hierophant twice. Hot damn. You may need to seek a spiritual mentor's advice. You may need to just consult your spirit guides. You may need to meditate. Sorry, I know you still can't see that. It's so hard to see. I'm sorry. But these cards are so freaking beautiful. Look at them. Yeah, you may need to... This is about unity, progression, education, and unorthodox beliefs. Orthodox, yes. Could also be about tradition. You could be used to doing things a certain way. And I feel like you were clinging on to, with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're holding on to, like, when I say outmolded values or outdated values, like habits that don't serve you. Just like, oh, I've been doing this forever because that's all I know for no particular reason. It's not serving you. So it's something that you need to let go of. Could be involving your fears. The integrity of personality and relationships, two people joining in marriage. Seeking guidance. I feel like you need to seek some spiritual guidance. Definitely. But man, Libra, this is heavy. This is heavy. And I hope you find balance. And I hope this gives you clarity. And I hope you listen this time. I feel like I have to fuss at y'all every time. And I be like, oh, I'm doing Libra reading. Okay, don't fuss at them. You fussed at them like 2-3 times in a row. I fussed at y'all on Instagram too. And I'm sorry, I didn't fuss this time, but y'all stressing me. You're going to keep yourself trapped by your fears if you don't. And this anxiety is just not the business. This fear and illusions. And there's so much love inside of you. And I just want to see you be happy. I just want the best for you. That's what all this imbalance is about. If you're in a relationship, that's where this unrequited love is coming from. Correct your mistake. Listen, you know what to do. I hope y'all get it together, Libras. Best of luck to you. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye.